BLSP stock update, Blue Sphere Corp. So according to Jason, you probably know him. He confirmed and validated that you can still buy Blue Sphere stock. You can still buy it, and it's mostly through this platform. It's mostly through Charles Schwab, by far the best trading platform out there, better than Robinhood. You can still buy Blue Sphere stock, and you may have heard about it already. All you need to do is call and do that. Call their 0800 number, and you'll be able to get through it. I think he's indicating that there is a fee of $25. There's a good chance you may not be phased by that $25. You may be willing to pay that. So we just found about that now, just as we started recording this video. So on Monday, the 16th of August 2021, we'll try and do that. We'll try and we'll try as much as possible to see if we can record any evidences in that regard. And yes, that's really good. And if you don't mind, we can see that amongst other things, I'm wondering why the stock still has a volatility of 579.51%. Yes, indeed, that's because people are selling. Not only selling, people are also buying as well, because I believe volatility would just not be the case of just one direction. Yes, that's what's going on. You can still buy the stock, and through Charles Schwab, we don't exactly know if you can still be if you still be able to do so, if you can do so through other platforms. But there's just something positive about Charles Schwab and Blue Sphere. When others restricted, they did not restrict. I think to a good extent, what Blue Sphere is doing, or what its current position, is not illegal. It is absolutely not illegal. It is there legally. So I think I'm not going to conclude that they have looked in and seen that there's no reason why we shouldn't make the stock available. So but in any case, it's just pretty much in line with everything. The stock is not, it's in the dark, follow the provisions, the legal provisions, so it's doing it's a legal loophole it has taken advantage of. So amongst other things, even if this September we all don't succeed in reaching this 300 shareholders of record before the is probably the 30th of September or anything like that, and even if we don't succeed in reaching that, I still believe the stock will still be available, and we are seeing hints of that. We're seeing that it's still very much possible. Even if in the end we will end up with the CSUIP number as against its ticker, if it's probably restricted and all that stuff, instead of seeing BLSP, you see its CSUIP number, anything like that. So I still believe you might still be able to trade the stock. Shares, they can still be sold or bought, and already they have put it in the public space, so it has been accepted. So any other thing that's going to come up, I really think I've been pointing this out. I really think it shouldn't really affect Blue Sphere. Maybe Blue Sphere is not very keen on getting the restrictions placed on them lifted. That plays into the whole narrative that maybe the officers of the company want it to be like this, so that we all don't probably buy more or anything like that. They are glad it is, the stock is trading in such a position, But in any case, I think that if this is really true, we should all take advantage of this opportunity to buy the stock traditional in the more traditional way, which is usually over the phone. Before the internet, it was mostly over the phone, probably, or through other means, or by post or anything like that. But yes, that is just an indication that the foundation is always there. Never ever give up that foundation. The basics, it's very important. It is on the basics that we build up and move on. So, and we are now seeing that that is also an opportunity for us to still get involved with Blue Sphere. It can imagine, we all know the stock is doing very well. I mean, fundamentally it is sound. Why wouldn't you want to buy the stock at this sort of price, $0.001? Hopefully we will do our best to make that call and pick up more ourselves. So yes, I think that's some news. Even though it's not exactly that new anymore, you already know that. So we are really thankful. We thank Jason a lot for taking that initiative. I mean, who would have thought of that? I personally have bought stocks some years ago, close to getting to 20 years ago. I used to buy stocks over the phone, even though I could still trade them online. But I could still, if I'm no longer on the computer, I pick up the phone and call. I never thought of that. So that is definitely a direction we all have to still try and see what's going to come out of. So we can still see that even with all of this, the momentum is still looking up, not even waning at all. It's unbelievable. That's just a validation that people are buying, or the opportunity to buy is definitely there, and people are definitely buying. So it's, as you can see here, the readout is saying it appears to be consolidating within a longer term uptrend. Shares have fallen beneath the 200-day moving average, which is rising along with the 10-day moving average. However, the average directional index is below 20, indicating that the shares have exhibited sideways movement recently. It's also lagging the S&P 500. Let's see what the momentum is saying. It is strongly, can you believe that? It is strongly bullish. The 14-period Slow Stochastic Oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for shares. You can see that people are buying the stock. Just pick up the phone and call. We just hope they don't block this opportunity, but they shouldn't block it. There isn't anything illegal about holding BLSP stock. BLSP stock took a legal provision to be where they are, so they will be available, even if come what. I'm saying this, hold me against this, hold it against me. Come what may, whether we succeed or not, we will still be able to buy BLSP stock. We have seen that now. Even though I have not validated that myself, but I've been arguing about that. I'm saying the provisions are there. This company took a legal direction to put the stock where it is. So we are now seeing this. Momentum is strongly bullish. Investors are paying high prices for shares. You wouldn't believe this. Okay, today's volume was lighter than usual. The volume of the 13th of August was lighter than usual, trading 9.342 million shares versus an average of 150.603 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term selling pressure has given way to near term can you believe that? Near term accumulation by traders. People are buying. I definitely, for sure. I don't need to make that call to find out that it is true. People are definitely buying, and it's not just the case of those in Europe and elsewhere. It is probably because people in the US are now picking up the stock and buying. So I'm definitely going to do that, and I'm trying my best to update you on that. Pick up the call. It is easily a buy. Thank you very much for watching this video.